Hey everybody, Todd McFarlane here, giving you the biggest update yet. I've shown you what's coming your way because we are in production. So you've seen all the various pieces. Look at down here. I've shown you different videos, showing you capes, weapons, signing plates, more weapons, giant capes, whatever else. But here's what we're going to show you is what you may be receiving in the mail. So for some of you that ordered the 3-pack, right? You're going to get a big box. It might not be quite this big, probably going to be a little bit shorter, although we're going to try and have each one of the packaged nice and safe. But you're going to get a big box if you order the trilogy. You're going to come home, you're going to open it up, and blammo, you're going to open it up and you're going to get 3 of these. You're going to get the silver, the red, and the green, which is basically the classic, the modern, and the artist proof. Now, each one of these boxes is going to be in an individual box, so you will never open it up and get exactly what you saw here. I'm just showing you that for a fact. Each of these boxes is going to come in its own box, and then that box is going to be put in here. So what you will get is basically 3 boxes within one box. Why? We want to try and make sure that we don't ruin it for you. But I want to show you what you're going to be getting in one of these boxes right here, and show you the look on your face when you see it. So we've got the classic one here. I could have grabbed any of the other ones, but we're going to grab this. You're going to obviously get the big giant foil, which is shiny. Hopefully you can see that. Super cool. And then you're going to get here, and right in here, you're going to have all the logos, and one of them is going to be foil. This one's going to be foil right here. So when you get it, you might not be able to see that on the video. It took a little bit of time for us, so we lost a few days in trying to get it so that basically this wrapping here is finger-proof. Obviously, if you got sticky on your fingers, you got some sauce, it's not going to work. But if I just put my normal hands on here and you look at it, you're not going to see any of the fingerprints. It's pretty scratch resistant. I'm not saying if you take your knife, you're not going to be able to do it or you scratch it really hard. But incidental movement and cuts across it should be pretty good because we want to keep this as good as we can. Then you're going to take this sleeve off, which is super cool, and then you're going to get the big box. And the big box comes, obviously, we've shown it to you before with the black on black design. And then we've added, that took a couple extra days because they printed the boxes wrong, where that design comes all the way on the sides. So you can see it when you have the sleeve on. You have it on one side and you have it on the other side. And then you get the ribbon, and now we get to the good spot, right? And so when you open it up, you're going to open up like this, and then your face is going to look exactly like this. All right, so once you open up the box, and your face is going to be excited like I just showed you, not mine, because I've seen this for weeks and weeks and weeks and months. But when you get it for the first time, that's what you're going to look like. And then you're going to open it up. And here's what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to show you exactly what it looks like. I think because you guys have been waiting so long and been so patient, I think there should be a little bit of a sort of a Christmas moment where you get to unwrap it yourself. So there's going to be a little bit of an experience here. I'm just going to show you what you're going to get inside. I'll let you discover all of it on your own. So here's what you're going to get. Obviously, when you open it up, you're going to get let's go to the top here, you're going to get all these little different pieces. You're going to get your extra heads, you're going to get your knives, you're going to get your ectoplasm, you're going to get a knife that nobody said you were going to get, and then depending on what version you got, if you got the single pack with the signature on this specific one, the classic, you're going to get a red signature on it. If you ended up with the 3-pack, you're going to get a gold signature in it, and then you're going to get, obviously, the extra weapon that comes with it. Now, it looks like you're missing some pieces that are here. That's because some of the items are packed in the actual blister itself. So let's look at the blister that you're going to get. Here it is. Right? You're going to get it. I don't know if you can see up inside. There's the extra hands that are in there. There's a weapon that's in there, and there's actually a stand that you can't see that's tucked behind there that basically will make them stand up. And then you're going to take this piece and you're going to open it up, sort of like something you have in your fridge. And it's just basically a click open right here. And you're going to pull it out. You're going to have your figure in there. I'm not going to pull him out. And you're going to be able to pull out your comic book. I'll talk about that in a minute. But then you can put it all back together. All you have to do simply is just squeeze it, and it's all back together. And you can put the comic book back in, the character back in, all your pieces, put it back in the box, put the sleeve back on it, and it looks like it's brand new. So all of that's going to be in there. So let's look at the comic book. You're going to come here. It's going to be fancy black on the back. We're going to have some cool stuff. And then you're going to come in here and you're going to pull out the comic book. Boom. Comic book comes in here. You get the holder. When you're done reading the comic book, then you slide it back into the holder. That can go back in there. The figure itself, for those of you, I'm not going to use the one and take time to untie it, but here's one right here that's there to show you again the range of motion on it, right? If you want, you can scratch the back of his head, right? Here it is. His wrist can turn around into funky little poses like this. You can get his leg to do crazy stuff. If you want, you can get him to bend it, turn around. You can almost kiss his own foot. So for some of you guys that want some nice articulation, does he have a waist turn? Of course he does, ladies and gentlemen. He can turn his waist. Can he move back and forth? Yes, he can. Is it as dramatic as if I put a little bit of a chest cut? No, but are you going to be able to get a nice range of motion in here? Of course you are. The chains on the modern Spawn, the classic Spawn, are going to be tarnished. The only ones that are going to come clean are going to be the artist proof ones. So take a look. We've tarnished the chains here and around on the neck as you put it all in there. And then, like I said, once you're done playing with all of it and doing whatever you got to do with him, lots of motion on him, you can put it all back together, place it all back into your box here. I'm not going to spoil it, tell you what it looks like. You're also going to get your certificate of authenticity is going to be in there. And we've got this little checklist. This basically says all the things you got in the original. The green is yes. And then the other one is, this is what we've upgraded into. Look at how many more yeses you're getting. So for those of you who didn't think we made that many changes, look at the yeses on this column compared to this column. Read the checklist, you're going to see it. And then you're gonna be able to put it all back together and close it all up, and it's going to be super cool. And hope you enjoy it as much as we had fun basically making it the last couple months. Let's talk about shipping. We spent a little extra time trying to get the boxes right and some of the paint quality down. That delayed it just a little bit. There was also this thing called the pandemic. Coronavirus 19 was hitting the entire globe, including our factories in China. They had to slow down and at times shut down. We were hoping to have everything starting to ship, as we mentioned in November, the latest November. It now appears we're about 7 to 9 days behind, which means that our first product's going to go out the first week of December. That's where we're tracking right now. So I apologize that we didn't get that November like I was promising. It's going to be the first week of December. I'll give you an update when the very first ones leave the factory and actually get put in the mail. I'm going to give you an update so you guys can start looking for it, depending what country you're in, because we're going to be shipping out from China. And that's it. This is the biggest update yet. Like I said, I've purposely not shown you everything in the box and how it all looks, because I think that you guys should have some of the fun that we've been having here at the office. Thanks for your patience. Be good.